realize that you're the only one for me that keeps me so alive.
Just listen to my heart, always forever I'll be true. I need to know you love me more by saying I love you.
Ooh, baby, tonight, I want you for myself. Forevermore, girl, believe me when I say I love you, girl, with all my heart. Please never go away. Forevermore,
together we will be. Boy, I'm crying for your love.
forevermore.
For all eternity.
I love you.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is
TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. Bing bong.
Be dope, son.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's DJ Wonderrican.
TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
What is up, everybody? It is Friday night, 9 p.m. here on the East Coast on Triple Threat FM Radio. Wonderrican Fridays. You know what time it is. You know what we got going on. Don't forget, 9:30, I'm going to have comedian ANIRIA TURNEY live on the show. We're live also on YouTube. You don't want to miss it. Then at 10 p.m., I'm going to have KRISTY Adams from Nightmare Toys. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be dope. We're going to keep it popping. We're going to listen to some Coro with Spanish Mona Lisa.
I still remember her face. I still remember the place we fell in love. Said we'd always be together, then she changed her mind. And after all this time, can't get her off my mind. I can't forget the way she'd hold me, squeeze me, took my body higher when she touched me, teased me, set my soul on fire, said she'd never leave me. Made me feel alive, and now I'm dying just to hold her one more time. She was my everything, the Spanish Mona Lisa, and I'll never be the same. Just to mention of her name, and I'll go back in time. I swear I can still see my Mona Lisa smile. She still drives me wild. I still remember her kiss, the taste of wine on her lips that made me high. And the thought of us together still consumes my mind. No matter how I try, can't fight the strong desire. I can't forget the way she hold me, squeeze me, took my body higher when she touched me, teased me, set my soul on fire, said she'd never leave me, made me feel alive, and now I'm dying just to hold her one more time. She was my everything. And I'll never be the same. Just to mention of her name, and I'll go back in time. I swear I can still see my Mona Lisa smile. It still drives me wild. She was my everything. Spanish Mona Lisa, and I'll never be the same. Just to mention of her name, and I'll go back in time. I swear I can still see my Mona Lisa smile. It still drives me wild. Hear people say the way you find love is the way you lose it. I never thought that after all we shared that she would choose him over me. But she's still part of me, and I still feel the pain. And I'll never be the same. She was my everything. Spanish Mona Lisa, and I'll never be the same. Just to mention of her name, and I'll go back in time. I swear I can still see my Mona Lisa smile. Drive wild. She was my everything, and I'll never be the same. I'll go back in time. It still drives me wild. She was my everything.
Yeah, that's right. That's Coro with Spanish Mona Lisa. You guys are tuning in to Wonderrican Fridays with your boy, DJ Wonderrican. You already know what time it is. It is Friday over here on the East Coast. It is hot. I mean, hot. It's hot. I can't explain it, but it's hot. It's hot, son. But we're going to keep it popping. And don't forget, at 9:15, we're about 11 minutes away, going to be debuting Willie Valentine's new single. You got to come and check it out. The Love of My Life. You got to check it out. Keep it locked. But here's some Georgia Lamont featuring Fly Groove. I Believe in Love.
It all started 9 years ago. Sat to my left back in school. The future showed itself to me. The God in you, the God in me, stood together like two trees. I was so shy to inquire if you like tea sometime. Then in my Mercury, hand in hand on knee, mercy, mercy, mercy me, hand on knee, mercy, mercy. And I believe in love to be the center of all things, and I believe in love to be the way, and I believe in love to be the center of all things, and I believe in love to be the way to find our inner life. I saw a vision where we were opening presents Christmas Day, but we were not all alone. And it was a shotgun. We had a daughter and a son. So how cool to realize.
Want to give a shout out to Huevo Frito and New York. It's in the building.
But my love was bright as the sun. The clouds become, the clouds may go, and I'll still be here at your door. The clouds become, the clouds may go, and I'll still be here. And I believe in love to be the center of all things, and I believe in love to be the way, and I believe in love to be the center of all things, and I believe in love to be the way. Thank you for waiting through all my lovers. Just knowing we could come home to each other. Yes, I have waited through these winters. My true one is waiting here, and I believe in love to be the center of all things, and I believe in love to be the way, and I believe in love to be the center of all things, and I believe in love to be the way.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is AB, and you're listening to my man DJ Wonderrican. Woo!
What's up? This is K7, and you're checking out DJ Wonderrican. Keep it right here. Yo, bro, play my music.
remember how it felt to be in love. Young and innocent, naive, that kind of trust. But I know I will never love you like that again, no. I know you heard the story told about 1,000,000 times about a man who wasn't taking love, then realized that all this time you were all I wanted. I don't want regrets, but I am haunted. It ain't the same without your love, yeah. You are the cure, I was the pain, yeah. I'm on the low, crying this song. Please don't forsake me. Please don't forsake me. Fire burns inside of memories of old. So cold. Here we are again, telling stories to convince ourselves that this could never end. Suspense. Trying to write the perfect song, can't come up with the lines. The pen is running out of ink, and then you realize that all this time you were all I wanted. I don't want regrets, but I am haunted. It ain't the same without your love, yeah. You are the cure, I was the pain, yeah. I'm on the low, crying this song. Please don't forsake me. Please don't forsake me. Something special, so incredible. Something special, so incredible. Hey. Trying to write the perfect song, can't come up with the lines. The pen is running out of ink, and then you realize that all this time you were all I wanted. I don't want regrets. I am haunted. It ain't the same without your love, yeah. You are the cure, I was the pain, yeah. I'm on the low, crying this song. Please don't forsake me. Please don't forsake me. It ain't the same without your love, yeah. You are the cure, I was the pain, yeah. I'm on the low, crying this song.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is
TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. Wonderrican Fridays. Freestyle night, freestyle music. You name it, I'm playing everything tonight. Got a special guest coming on at 9:30. Comedian ANIRIA TURNEY. You don't want to miss it. Very, very funny lady. Check her out. She's on YouTube. You can check out her stand-up routines. They're dope. You can also check out KRISTY Adams is going to be on at 10 p.m. She's from Nightmare Toys, horror movie stuff you can buy at her store. Is out in Vegas. We're going to talk about that when she's on. And you know what? You know what time it is? It's that time. It's that time to debut brand new single. I hope you guys are ready to check it out. It is hot. It is dope. The beginning, the intro is amazing. Great touch by Willie Valentine. It is dope. Here it is. Should I make you wait a little bit longer? All right, let's get it going. The brand new from Willie Valentine, The Love of My Life, here on Triple Threat FM Radio.
I love you. You're the love of my life, my life, my life, my life, my life, my life, my life.
the love of my life. Time I held your hand, we were just friends, now we're changing plans. Cause I know the feeling, we can't escape this now. I remember when I held you and I gazed into your eyes. That's the day that changed my life. Do you remember my promise that I won't let you go? Won't let you go. You will always be mine, always be mine. You don't need to fear, my love will be here. You are the love, you are the love of my life. Never imagined I'd find you just like a story but fairy tale. And now that I have you, I'll never let you go. You have touched my heart and soul in ways I've never felt before. You're the reason that I smile. So always remember my promise that I won't let you go, won't let you go. You will always be mine, always be mine. You don't need to fear, my love will be here. You are the love, you are, and I won't let you go, won't let you go. You will always be mine, always be mine. You don't need to fear, my love will be here. You are the love, you are, the love of my life. Just another freak. The love of my, the love of my, the love of my life. The love of my, the love of my, the love of my life.
Never thought I'd find someone like you. You make me so happy, and you've proven your love is for real. Just remember, I feel the same way too.
And I won't let you go, won't let you go. Always be mine. You don't need to fear. No, I won't let you go. That I need you, I'll never deceive you. I'll always show you how much that I truly love you. Don't need to fear the love of my life. You are the love of my life.
Brand new single by Willie Valentine, The Love of My Life. You guys who are watching on YouTube, since I can see when you put the comments on, yo, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this new track? got Cynthia Figueroa in the background there throwing her lyrics. She's also dope. Great song, great song. Of course, you know this will make it to the freestyle top 10 because it's dope. It is dope, y'all. It is dope. Let me know what you think in the comments there on the YouTube channel, and advise your friends to download the Triple Threat FM radio app. I just want to give a shout out to DJ Echo, who was on earlier for Mic Drop Fridays. Every Friday, you got to check him out. And then earlier was DJ Inferno starting up the Friday freestyle movement here on Triple Threat FM radio, because that's how we do it here on Friday nights. It's freestyle night. And also big shout out again to DJ Echo. He always does all my flyers when I'm going to have guests on the show. It's dope. Got to give him the props. And another announcement, Hugo Boss will not be on the air tomorrow night. He has a private event he's got going on, so he has the night off. So no House of Vibes tomorrow. But don't forget, this Monday I'm going to have Ella and Chance on the Monday show. You don't want to check it out. That's going to be dope. It's going to be dope like it is all the time. But so Monday, I did debut brand new song by KRISTY with Mambo Lebron, Superstar. We're going to play that after their other single they got together, Take Me Away.
I'm so glad to be here. No matter what comes, I don't live in fear. 'Cause whenever you reached out and touched my hands, I forget about the sad things that happened when you looked at me. All I can see is your love for me. Take me away to where the
So your presence, godly. The creme de la creme, with kids and Thames. You don't need no other body. Check you away to the Fiji Island just to hear you say, would you lose the assignment? Drip you a diamond ring, the finer thing, show you why I'm the king.
Cause whenever you reached out and touched my hands, I forget about the sad things that happened when you looked at me. All I can see is your love for me. Take me away to where the sun is always rising over the horizon. Through your eyes, I'm happy that you are in my life. Take me away to where the sun is always rising over the horizon. Through your eyes, I'm mesmerized that you're in my life. Take me away to where the sun is always rising over the horizon. Through your eyes, I'm mesmerized that you're in my life.
That's KRISTY Ice and Mambo Lebron, Take Me Away. You guys are tuned in to Triple Threat FM Radio with your boy DJ Wonderrican. My guest here tonight is in the house, comedian, funny lady, ANIRIA. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I know you were on Triple Threat last year sometime when we did Comedy Week
Yes.
with DJ Echo.
Yes.
So I said, I asked DJ Echo respectfully, I got to get her on the show too. 'Cause, he has his own show. I got my own show. So I figure let me get funny lady up on here. Because when we did Comedy Week last year, I had Mark Vieira on the show.
Oh, I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah, ain't he funny how he acts like a Spanish woman?
Oh my God. Sometimes I want to hit him, but because he's too good.
Too accurate, right?
Yes.
So what got you into comedy?
Funny story. I didn't get into comedy till later in life. I was having, I had a day job. We had a lunch, coworkers just kind of chatting like, hey, what would you have done different? And I said, I would have done stand-up. And they're like, well, what's stopping you now? And I'm like, I'm 32. Like, I'm old. I'm like, now I look back like, no, you weren't. But that little conversation kind of stayed in my head, so I went home and I always carried a little notebook of like little funny things I thought of. Little did I know that that's what most comedians do anyway. And so I got home and I started calling the clubs around like, how do you get into stand-up? I probably sounded crazy. And they're like, well, you go to an open mic. And I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. And then they said, then I called one club and they're like, well, we have a workshop. And so I went to that workshop. I met who became my mentor. He recently passed away, rest in peace, but he was teaching the workshop. And I took that workshop. He took me to my first open mic. Then he got me my first paid gig and so on and so on.
Yeah, I was watching because I was doing my homework before we talked. And I was watching one night. I'm in bed. I'm watching because I like to watch videos before I go to bed. And I said, let me check her out. You did a stand-up. I don't remember where, but I'm like dying. I was dying laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is funny.
I appreciate that.
That was funny. Now, have you done TV?
I have. Not comedy though, not stand-up.
What kind of like drama or something? Some like a Law and Order type of deal?
Actually, close. I was on an episode of Chicago Med a few years
Oh,
ago.
I love that show. You
Yeah.
got now you got to tell me what season, what episode. So I can
Okay.
watch.
Very easy. Season 2, season finale. I played a Muslim woman, so I look different because I've got a hijab and all that. I play a mom whose son is in the hospital the day of his graduation because he can't breathe. He got hit by a car or something.
That's great. I'm a big fan of that show. The whole Chicago Mad Fire and
Yes, yes. I love that show, and they're really nice to you. A lot of my actor friends, they've been on several of those shows. So, and I've done a little bit. I think my first big thing was the movie Naked with Marlon Wayans. I had a short role there, and just a little few things here and there.
So what is like when you got to see yourself on the screen?
It was weird. So funny enough, I shot Naked first, but that was a movie, and movies take a long time to come out. But Chicago Med, I did a few months later, and those are episodic, so they come out pretty quickly. So the first time I saw myself was on Chicago Med, and at first I didn't want to watch because I was, it was my first, it was my first 2 projects ever as an actor, and on TV, and all these millions of people watching. But so I didn't want to have like a viewing party. I mean, I had like my friends and family come over, very small group, less like 10 or less. And then when I finally came on, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that that's me, It was weird. It's cool. It's cool. I liked it.
Well, what's cool about Chicago Med, that's the first one that plays. So when it's over, you can kick everybody else. All right, show's over, get out.
That's true.
and then after they leave, you play it again just to watch yourself by yourself.
Yeah, I had to do that because I was like, oh my God, like a shy person. And then I was like, when I watch it the second time.
Now, was it weird like listening? I know seeing yourself is like different, but like hearing yourself, because you sound when I hear myself one certain way. Then like when I record the shows or any event that I've done in the past and I watch it, like I sound different. Like,
yes,
it's weird. So
it's very weird. It's weird. I'm sorry. It was weird, and I think the other reservation I had about doing the show was that I used an accent, and I didn't want to offend anybody. Like I wanted to be true to the accent, so it was very slight, and that made me nervous. Because I've seen people, kind of not of our culture do our culture, and some are successful, some not so much, not to mention any Scarface, but but and I don't want to do that. Like I was so scared. And so going back to the sound that you were mentioning, it was weird. You're right, you sound different, and then with an accent it was even more different. And not to dispense the fantasy of TV, but sometimes they have to use another person's voice in some of the shots if they're doing from behind and something didn't get picked up or whatever. And that was weird because I know they had said, hey, can you come to the studio and record some of the lines again? And I'm like, I'm in Florida. So, oh, okay. So what they do in that case is they hire somebody that sounds like you. Luckily, this was pretty good. I couldn't really tell the difference, but as an actor now, I listen to that, and I'm like, oh, that didn't sound like that actor,
I always wondered how that worked, because I know sometimes when you watch in a movie and then they're talking to the person and then that person's talking, but you get their back shot because whoever they're talking to, but they don't move.
They don't move. And if you look closely, even in my scene, the movements don't match what you're saying.
Yeah, I noticed that. I catch it. Yeah. That's the thing. I catch it all the time.
Yeah, and that's why, because they have to do that recording. Something, I don't know what the reasons are, but Yeah, they do the over the shots, and I was so green. I mean, I really didn't know what I was doing, so I didn't understand the whole how the camera works. So yeah, they'll do one shot where it's just over your shoulder, and you have to stand there and in a certain position, and then they do your close up. And when they do your close up, man, they are not messing around. I mean, it's like they're in your face, and you got to pretend they're not there. Like, oh, it's all natural. You know, it was really weird, and I had to cry also. And so I didn't know to not to hold it back a little bit until my close up. So that kind of created a situation, because now I'm like, oh my God, I'm dry, you know, like help me. And so the director I had was so amazing. He came into my ear and whispered, like, this was supposed to be a beautiful day for your son, and now he's gonna die. When he said that, I was like, because I have kids, so I'm like, oh, he's like, okay, go ahead, shoot, you know, whatever, roll them, whatever. And I was like, this business is crazy.
So that's the trick. They'll make it sound like it's really happening to you, so you can get emotional.
Yeah. So what happens is, as an actor, you already have that. When you know you're gonna cry, you actors sometimes carry something personal, and I had that, and I was crying and crying. But you do so many takes that the more you think of that one thing, you kind of overcome it, and then it doesn't make you cry anymore. And that's what ended up happening, because I was so new to this. I didn't know not to give it my 100% until it's my close up. You know, I was like, the over the shoulder, who cares? You know, just kind of cry. But that was a lesson to learn.
That's cool. Yeah, I was wondering how people do it. You know, I even try to do it. So let me see if I can fake this. Now I can't. I can't. But so what's the difference between like learning lines for like Chicago Med and remembering what you have to say when you do actual stand up?
It's I think lines are a little bit more, for me, I can only say for me, they're a little bit more difficult because I didn't write them. So you have to kind of like go with, you know, you have to really be someone else that you've never been before. And sometimes for some roles, you have to be very word perfect. And for other roles, you not so much, you know, it depends. So that makes it harder, because it's like, oh, like sometimes the script is not written the way you would say it, but it's the same message. So with stand-up, you have that freedom. You wrote it, you say it. If you screw it up, you screwed up your own stuff. So it's not a big deal, you know?
Yeah, because nobody will know because it's your jokes.
Right. And you can recover from it, because if you mess up, you can be like, oh, that's not what I meant to say, or whatever, you know? You can't do that when you're on a show or a film.
Do you get targeted by certain types of audiences, like Dave Chappelle, for example? He's always saying that transgenders are always after him because he makes fun of them. Do you get that? Not transgender, but any type of audience?
You know, I'm not, no, not at the moment, because I guess I'm not famous like that. But I do occasionally, I do live in Florida. Let me say that. So occasionally, very occasional, it's not often, but occasionally I'll start talking about, oh, it's hard being a Latina in Florida. And there'll be that one guy who rolls his eyes and tries to ignore me, like I don't want to hear about this Latino crap, you know? But that's about the closest thing. And it doesn't happen often, but in Florida, it does happen.
Oh, okay. So you doing anything out over New York side? Any show?
You know, I haven't. A few years ago, I did do a couple of shows in New York at the QED Comedy Club, I think in Queens. But I haven't been to New York in a long time. For comedy, I do mainly here. I did do the Burbank Comedy Festival a few years ago. But as I was a mom and my kids were like junior high, high school. So now they're in college. So now I feel like I have more freedom. But so with the acting, I actually do travel more. I was just in North Carolina to do an episode of a show called Hightown. Which is
I started watching that. Now I got to catch it up because I just stopped watching that so much. Now I got to start. What season is it on?
It's the new one coming out. It's season 3.
Okay.
It's a small. I forgot the episode. Oh, I wish I could remember the episode.
No, don't worry. I'll catch up to it because I started watching it, but then I started watching other shows that caught my
It's so
attention.
much out there, right?
Yeah, so I'm definitely I have to check it out. I'm gonna check it out, and then when I do, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, when I find out when it comes out, I'll shoot you a little DM.
Sounds good. You if do you ever decide you want to look for do stand up in New York?
Yes.
I'm in the Albany, New York area. There's a spot called Funny Bone.
Oh, I would love to.
That's where I saw Mark Vieira.
Oh, I love that.
The thing is, want to hear a funny story with him? I went to see him, right? So I got me drinks and appetizers. When he came on, I didn't touch none of that stuff.
He's like this.
He had me laughing, and then everybody said, "Yo, why you didn't eat?" I said, "Look, this dude was too funny for me to even take a sip or anything because I wasn't spitting anything out. He was just that funny." So if you come out, I will tell my crew to.
Oh, we love that. And a little side note on Mark Vieira, he doesn't know who I am, but I know who he is because I remember years ago he came to the Tampa Improv, and he was so gracious. He took time after the show, and we hung out, me and a few of the other local comics, and he just spit out all this advice and experience, and we were all like, oh wow, it was just such a learning moment. And he was not all comedians at his level are that gracious, so I really appreciated that.
So do you have anybody you imitate or type of person you imitate like other comedians do?
Sometimes, yes.
Who's your favorite?
You mean like impressions that I do?
Yes, impressions of and like whatever is an actor, a male, or how women act, how men act, how any type of person acts.
Yeah, Latina tias. That's my favorite one. The Latin aunts. I do talk about a cousin named San Juan Sandra, and she calls herself San Juan Sandra because in school she learned that your name always starting with a capital, and my capital is San Juan.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got anything coming up?
I actually do. I'm looking down here. This week coming up, the really weird days. It's a Tuesday and a Wednesday night show. I have some shows at the Villages. I don't know if anybody in your part of town knows what that is, but they are nationally the #1 area of STDs in the United States.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a community of people who are retired, and Viagra runs rampant. But that's true story. So it's called The Villages. I'll be there next week. And on the 31st, very important for me, I'm going to be doing my first set in Spanish for stand-up, which I've never done.
Is that going to be on video or anything?
No, I'll see if I can tape it, but it's a little club here in Clearwater who is trying to do like Sunday night Latino nights, and we're gonna try it out. I started writing already my material. It's not a large set. I'm just gonna do like 10-15 minutes. So I'm excited about that.
So what's the longest you've done a set?
An hour, but not in Spanish. In Spanish, 5 minutes.
Okay.
And that was a challenge.
Did you ever like stand there and like forget something? Like you got like you got like a storyline, and then for some reason you go blank. That ever happened?
Yes, I have actually. It happened recently. I was doing a joke and I asked the comedian, "Hey, what are 2 real hood areas?" And he gave me the names. And by the time I went to do the joke, I forgot what he said.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, oh, yeah, I was like, oh, abort. And then I thought of just something national. I think I used Pete Davidson as a punchline instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you write your material every day as going through your daily life, and if something you can use, you just write it down.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really it's funny because Larry David has always said, you know, if you don't have a notebook with you at all times and you say something funny, it will go away. And especially the older you get, like you've got it down. So I'm going to be better about that because that's how comedy comes from. It's just the little simple things that you're like, oh, okay. And, you know, just a point of view that's unique. And if I don't write it down, it's gone. It's gone by the time I'm like, what was that thing I said? I don't know.
All right. You know, I'm gonna try to do that one day. One day.
Yeah,
Just
you
like
should. You should.
right. And because you know, I'm hanging around with my family, and I'll start busting on everybody. I don't care who you are. I remember my grandmother, Puerto Rican, rest her soul. But when growing up, she used to like anybody she saw in the family, whether it was one of my aunts, my moms, my cousins, uncles, whatever. She goes, "Pero mira, te está poniendo gordo." It was like that all the time. So then I'm like, I was already grown, and she said the same thing to me again. And all my cousins were around. I told her in Spanish. I said, "Grandma, you ever look in the mirror?" No, he hit me, and then she go to my mom. "You hear this fool?" I'm like, and then all my cousins are looking at me, so like, "Yo, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die." She's gonna use one of them. She used to do that santeria stuff. She goes, "She gonna do that santeria to you." And I ain't got time for that. I said, "You guys are scared." And then I go at the end to them. I go, "But that's why I'm her favorite, because I ain't scared. I respect her, but I just bust her chops right back." And
That's right.
that's why I was able to get away with it. And these guys didn't even catch on because they just didn't dare. But but she did have me pick a branch one time so she can whip me because I was bad. But
Oh Lord, you do, and those are the stories that I like. I started producing a show called Que Funny, and
oh yeah.
it's got like, you know, I try to like, it's the same three comedians and then we add a new one every time. And two of us are Puerto Rican, one is American, and then we'll add somebody, could be Irish or whatever. And those stories, like what you said, is what I love. Like I love hearing about culture because we don't talk in comedy. Usually it doesn't get spoken about too much. That's why I like seeing like all these Latino comics like Fluffy and Angela Johnson. I love listening to them because those are things that are so relatable to me. Plus I like learning about other cultures. You know, I like learning about all cultures, and there's so much comedy in having to emigrate here, and as a child having to learn both cultures. It's stressful, but it's funny too.
Yeah, you're funny. Just conversation. I want to laugh, but I can't. Straight face. But I want to. Can you like share your social medias where people can follow you, like Facebook, from Facebook to YouTube, so they can watch you because they have to. They have to.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so my handle on Instagram is at ANIRIA is funny. On Twitter, it's at ANIRIA comedian. And my website is also aniriaisfunny.com. And on Facebook, ANIRIA TURNEY. I think it's got all my names on there, you know, Latinas and shit. ANIRIA Medrano TURNEY.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So you guys got all that. And I just want to thank you for coming on, especially on a Friday, because Friday nights everybody's going out. But out here in New York, it is hot. It is hot. I mean, it's hot. I don't know how to explain it, but it's hot.
Well, I appreciate you having me. It's been so fun.
So keep me posted when you got new stuff coming out. If you're on a show, let me know. I'll let everybody that tunes in, you know, where they can check you out. If you're going to be on Chicago Med again, or even be a killer on Chicago PD or something like that.
Oh, I would love a bad girl role like that, like murder kind of stuff. I would love that.
Now, if you do any comedy shows like for TV, let me know because I want to check that out too.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. And let's see. I got in the chats here on YouTube. We got Jeanette, we got Wanda, Enrique. They're hanging out.
Shout out to you.
I had Wanda and Enrique. I think it was last week.
Yes, and I was homesick, and I was like, Best time to be sick, because now I can watch the entire show. I have so much fun. Aren't they great?
Yeah, they're my favorite couple. They're my favorite couple. These guys are funny, and then when they do their TikToks, these guys go all out. It's like
They do. It's
maybe
like
no,
I was just gonna say it's like they're gonna blow up.
maybe they're gonna be on Chicago Med too.
Oh, that would be funny. The murderous TikTokers.
Yeah, that's it. That'll be good. Watching now, they're gonna call NBC and say, "Yo, can we audition for a show?" Well, thank you, ANIRIA. Everybody, make sure you follow her on all social medias. And if you ever come to Albany or are coming, let me know. Because
I definitely will.
Because I need to be there front row.
Yes.
Front row. And like I say, I know her. I know her.
That's right.
Like I know her. You guys don't back up. Back up. All right. Thank you again. We're going to keep going with more music. I got another guest coming up in a few. ANIRIA, best of luck. Looking forward to more of your work. And hope to have you again in the future on the show.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Only the best music in the world. This is
TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
Brand new Mambo Lebron featuring KRISTY Superstar here on Triple Threat FM Radio. Wonderrican Friday with your boy, DJ Wonderrican. Let's get it.
Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you. Before the second show, your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clean, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby. I love you, I really do. Ooh, Loneliness is such a sad affair, and I can't hardly wait to be with you again. What to say to make you come again? Come back to me again and play your sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby. I love you, I really do. That's what I'm talking about. Quiero decirte unas palabras que mi corazón todavía te extraña. Si tú me quieres y me amas, ¡Pa'lante sin frenos! ¡Vamos, Lebrón! ¡Ahí! No, no. No me lo hagas a mí. No soy la mala. Tú eres mi superstar. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is
TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's about that time. It's about that time. My special guest, KRISTY Adams from Nightmare Toys. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had the little echo move there.
Fun.
Welcome to Triple Threat FM Radio. Thank you.
Yes.
First, I just want to say I'm a big fan of your store.
Oh, thank you. I love the shirt.
Thank you. That's where I got it from.
Yes, looks good on you.
Guys, we're going to find out where you can get this shirt. So, KRISTY, where you from?
Well, I live in Vegas, but I'm not from Vegas.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Oh, I'm from Illinois, and then Alabama, and then Vegas.
Okay, so what attracted you to horror movies?
Literally, the Michael Jackson's Thriller video. When I first watched that,
Okay.
I was kind of hooked on, like being scared and, just all of that. And then HBO came out with the making of Thriller. And so I just loved all that behind the scenes and all that. And that's just what got me into it.
So what was your first scary movie that you fell in love with?
Nightmare on Elm Street. Although I watched part 2 first. That was the first one I watched. I didn't watch the first one first, which made me want to go watch the first one. So Nightmare on Elm Street, really. There are pictures of me when I was like maybe 3, when all of us were sitting around in the living room watching Jaws 3 with 3D glasses on, but I don't really remember it except for that picture. But in memory, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
Okay. I remember when Day of the Dead came out, the color version, that's when you had to have your parents sign you into the movie theaters.
Right.
Because it was gory. And then my mom let me go see it. I go, this ain't that crazy. The one scariest movie I've ever seen when I was a kid was The Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
Did that freak you out at all?
Honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of Evil Dead when I was a kid.
Okay.
I mean, I like it now, and I love Bruce Campbell and Ash and all that now. But when I was a kid, it wasn't one of my favorites. I've always been a slasher person, so I've always liked the slasher movies a little more. So that one, I always thought was okay when I was a kid, but it wasn't one of my favorites. So no, it didn't really scare me too much, though.
No. What scared you? Which movie scared you?
The Changeling with George C. Scott.
I gotta check that out. I've never seen it.
Oh yes, you must watch that. It's from 1980.
Okay.
It's a ghost mystery thriller type movie. When you watch it, you'll understand. You got to have all the lights out and stuff. There's a seance scene in there that's just has always been very creepy to me. The ball coming down the stairs. And when you watch it, you'll understand. But it's just that movie, for whatever reason, there's no blood. Just a little bit at one little part, but there's no blood. It's not like a slasher film or anything like that. It just always gave me the heebie-jeebies. No matter when I've watched it when I was a kid, an adult, and it just always does. I just love that movie. And George C. Scott's amazing.
Now I know I looked through your Instagram and you got one of the coolest shirts around. And I'm like, and I know some of them when I act because I'll message you, ask, do you have that shirt? And you tell me you ordered it from somewhere. There was one you had on that you posted today, I think. It was Jason. That's the one.
Yeah.
Do you sell that at your store?
No.
That's the oh my that's the favorite shirt I've ever seen.
It's Cavity Colors, and it was one of their 24-hour deals.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's funny because a lot of the shirts that people comment on, I don't sell. And you probably also can't get it either because it's a lot of those 24-hour sales. Because a lot of the companies like Bright Rags or Cavity Colors or Terror Thread, stuff like that, they always do those kinds of shirts, and I always get those. And then they never reprint them.
Oh.
I know. I wish I sold all the shirts that I own, but I don't.
Yeah, but you sell a lot of the Halloween stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I did
sell a
buy
lot of shirts now.
I did order last year. I ordered from you guys the Michael Myers from the last movie, Halloween Kills.
Yes.
And I wore that with the jumper suit. And I wore that, went to Salem, Mass during October. And people were coming up to me taking pictures.
Oh,
and
nice.
It was fun. I had a fun time doing that. And it was fun. I ran into a bunch of other guys dressed up as Michael Myers. We took pictures together. It was a good time, doing that. And I know in October I got a Halloween party I'm doing that I'm DJing, and I'm gonna be Michael Myers. So
nice.
Michael Myers is gonna be DJing Halloween, which is nice, which is real nice. So what kind of stuff do you sell?
So that'll be good.
I know. I can't wait. My son, he texts me, goes, "Yo, Dad, we got to go see this." And I go, and we're going to go to the theaters and see it. So I got to find the best theater that has the best screen, best quality, so we can watch it there.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to keep going after that, or you think this is it for Halloween?
I have mixed feelings about this. From what I've read from other people and what they think, it could keep going. Some people are thinking that maybe it's Laurie that might be, and then they might keep going with Michael.
Yeah, but
that could be a possibly. We don't know yet. Me personally, on a personal level, I'm not fond of these new Halloween movies, so I would not want any more.
So you think they should have left it the original movies with the same storyline, or?
I like the storyline of 1, 2, and H2O. I think H2O was actually a perfect ending to the Halloween movies. Of course, if we didn't have Resurrection to say, okay, well, the guy that she chopped the head off wasn't Michael, but let's just say it was Michael and that was the end, and we didn't have Resurrection, then I think that was a perfect ending movie to the Halloween franchise. But whatever.
My actual favorite Halloween was 4. Halloween 4.
I love 4. I love Danielle Harris. I love 4.
Yeah. It was cool how she came out in the newer one. I think it was the Rob Zombie one.
Mm-hmm.
She came out and she was part of the original Halloween series. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I do like the Rob Zombie version. I do.
So let's talk about Nightmare Toys. You store out in what can people purchase there?
We have a little of everything for everybody, for every horror fan, for every collector. So we have, masks, costumes, makeup, paints. Like if you paint masks, rehaul stuff, whatever, we have latex paints, maybe monsters, clothing, jewelry, enamel pins, toys, games, puzzles, movies, vinyls from wax records. We have pretty much a little of everything you can think of. We got.
Now games. What do you mean games?
Like we have board games and these little dice games that are kind of fun. Monopoly, Trivial Pursuit games that are horror. Scooby-Doo. There's Scooby-Doo and oh gosh, I can't remember what else we have. We've had so many, but there's other ones.
Oh, I gotta check them out. I'm gonna have to go up there and
Yeah, we
go
have a whole
shopping.
game section and puzzles. We
Oh,
have
okay.
yeah, we carry messed up puzzles. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of them, but they're really cool puzzles.
What you said? Messed up?
Yeah, they're called Messed Up Puzzles. That's the name of the company. Ran by a really awesome guy. He's a good friend of ours. And all the puzzles are like obscure movies, like Pieces. He's just done some Elvira, Creep Show, stuff like that.
That's great. So I know you do a lot of what do you call it? Conventions or something where people either you go to a location and you set up, your spot, or you do it right in your store and you get all the people there in horror movies, which is cool. How's that like meeting all those guys like Kane Hodder and Robert Englund? How was meeting those guys?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. It's pretty crazy. Growing up and watching all these people, and now, I'm just sitting here like having a conversation with them and meeting them and talking to them, or I have signings at my store too. So some of them have just come to my store too as well to do signings, like Kane Hodder. He's a really good guy. He's funny. It's still crazy to me, being a fan. I still geek out.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm like, man, because I've never been to Vegas, so that'll be one of my stops when I go down there, just to check out your store. So I'm gonna bring separate money for Nightmare Toys and and then go from there because I ain't
You
gambling.
should come out in February. It's the Days of the Dead convention in February, and come see a convention and be in Las Vegas at the same time, and come to the store. The store is not but 2 minutes down from where the convention's going to be at.
All right, you send
And
me
I
the
still have my restaurant open at that time too.
your restaurant.
Yes, we're opening a restaurant bar as well.
Oh, what's gonna be the name of it?
It's Nightmare Cafe. But it's not a coffee shop. I know it says cafe, but it's not a coffee shop. I named it Nightmare Cafe after the 1992 series with Robert Englund. It lasted about 6 episodes.
Mhm.
I named it after that because it, went with Nightmare Toys. It's a lot of people think it's a coffee shop because of, but it's not. It's a restaurant bar, but we will have coffee.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have what, like burgers, wings, and stuff like that there?
Yes, since we're from Alabama, because we moved the store, we started the store in Alabama and moved here. We're gonna have Southern food and then regular bar food, yes.
Oh,
And then everything horror themed and everything will be fun.
wow, that's cool. I know I got for my 50th birthday back in March, they got me a cake with Michael Myers on it.
Oh yeah.
It was all themed. Then the cupcakes were all with I think every most popular horror killer in every cupcake, from Chucky to Jason to Pinhead. I think Candyman was in there. It was like a bunch of them. It was like
Cool.
I was like, that was pretty cool. I was impressed. And then my candy bar wrappers were Michael Myers.
Oh,
It was pretty neat. And then all I got was Michael Myers stuff. I even got a decal that I put in the back of my truck. It's Michael Myers' face from Halloween 4.
Oh wow. You
So that
you like Michael Myers, don't you?
oh, I'm a fan. I like Jason and Freddy and Leatherface, but Michael Myers I thought was always like the cool killer.
Well, wait until you see the merch that's going to come out for the new movie. That's all I can say.
So when is that coming out?
We just have to wait for the get-go from Trick or Treat Studios. Of course, I'm talking about Trick or Treat Studios coming out with the merch. They have to wait for the get-go from the studio for them to do it. Right. I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit more closer to when the movie comes out. Usually, last year, it kind of got leaked about the end of September, and then they had to but they got in trouble for that.
Oh, okay.
So they have to wait for the studio, and then when Trick or Treat Studios tells all the rest of us other retailers, hey, you can go ahead and put everything up for pre-order or whatever, so yeah. So I'm thinking a little closer to when the movie is going to come out, but it's going to be really cool.
So what's the address in case anybody wants to go down and come to the store? What's the address?
1309 South Commerce Street. We're in the downtown arts district.
Okay. I don't know where that is in Vegas, but I'm sure I can find it if I
It's
go.
down by it's like we're the arts district is like in between Fremont Street and the Strip. Like you can see the Strat from my store, but we're also just 2 minutes away from the Plaza and Golden Nugget in Fremont.
So what are your store hours?
We're open 7 days a week, 10 to 7, Monday through Saturday, and 12 to 6 on Sunday.
Wow, that's great. And it's always full in there?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty busy throughout the week. That's one reason why we did move here from Alabama. Not a lot of people are vacationing to Alabama, but a lot of people get vacation to Vegas, and so yeah. So people are coming in throughout the week and weekends. And
so what's the website so everybody can check it out and if they want to become horror fans?
NightmareToys.com.
That's it. And I know if you join the mailing list, you get like what, 10% off?
Yep, you get 10% off your first order. All orders are $50 or it has to be $50 or more. You get free shipping. And we do ship internationally.
Oh, all right. That's great, man. Every time I order is always over 50 anyway. But I know I got this shirt. I got the Michael Myers mask. There's something else I got from you before. I can't remember I think it was one of the first things. I can't remember what it was, but I have it somewhere. And I think it was a shirt. I think it was a Michael Myers shirt, though. I got it somewhere. But yeah, I ordered a couple times. But when I got the mask last year, I couldn't wait to wear it. I couldn't wait to wear it. I mean, it was hot under there, but when it was time for me to wear it, it started cooling down. So I was okay with wearing it. As soon as I got off the bus when I went to Salem, I wore it the whole time. Everybody was taking pictures, and it was
awesome.
It was pretty cool.
I gotta get up to Salem.
That's good. But hey, how can people keep up with what's going on with you and Nightmare Toys? If you want to promote
you
that.
can follow Nightmare Toys on all social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Obviously, we have a YouTube channel. We also have our Nightmare podcast, which you can see anywhere where you podcast, also on our YouTube. I also do a live with KRISTY on our YouTube every Wednesday afternoon. You can see me there. We can talk horror there. And then we also have TikTok too. Our TikTok's going strong right now, so we're on TikTok. So we're on all social media. As far as just me personally, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and I have an OnlyFans.
Oh, okay, there you go. Same name and everything. Nightmare KRISTY.
Nightmare KRISTY. Yep. And then Nightmare Toys. Everything's under Nightmare Toys, and everything for me is Nightmare KRISTY.
Okay, so who do you got coming up down the future when you get your next signing that you do at your store? You got anybody coming down?
No, we haven't. We've been talking to an agent, but we haven't lined anybody up right yet. But we're hoping to maybe get somebody for October. We were kind of taking the summer off right now just because we have a lot of conventions to do.
Right. How many you got this summer going?
We've done quite a few already. Next weekend, we have Midsummer Scream in Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be tons of fun.
You ever come to the East Coast to do conventions or?
We haven't. Now that we live in Vegas, that's kind of a bit of a drive. But we know we need to. We would like to. So we probably will in the future.
Okay. I know there's another spot like up in Rochester, which isn't like 2-3 hours from me.
Mm-hmm.
That it's almost like yours, but it don't catch my attention because you got all the cool stuff.
Well, thank you. And then soon we'll have our restaurant bar too. And then you can shop, eat, and drink all in one spot.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I know what else I got. I got the Michael Myers air freshener for my car.
Oh yeah, the air fresheners. I love
it's still hanging up there. It don't smell no more, but it just stays up there.
Yeah, they're like little collectibles on their own. They only smell for like 2 days, but
Yeah.
they're really cool looking though.
I know I gotta look because I'm gonna get me some other ones to hang up in there because
Yeah, they're fun.
horror movies, I just love watching them. I remember when my son was born and he was growing up, and I would always watch. He would sit there and watch with me the horror movies, and he wasn't scared. Then my other son was born. He started growing up saying, all my kids, they knew every movie, what year they came out. Like I was, it was something, I wasn't trying to like have them remember it. They would just ask, and then they would just remember. They would tell me what year Jaws 3 came out and everything. They just knew because I played it, and they grew up watching it. So anytime, I know I took my daughter to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it was the first remake they made.
Oh yeah, okay.
She screamed through the entire movie. We're in the theaters and she's jumping and screaming, and I'm laughing. I said, I can't even get scared because she's making me laugh, because for her it was a scary movie, along with My Bloody Valentine in 3D.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yep. Well, what's your favorite 3D horror movie?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's go with My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, that was
3D.
pretty. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
I remember I went to movies to see Friday the 13th Part
That
3
too.
in 3D. That was like my first 3D movie I've ever seen, and it was like got the eyeball popping out.
Yeah. It's
Jason
so
Bourne.
easy. It's good.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. Especially back then, with something like that coming out, and it's almost like what it reminds me of when you look through the VR camera, when you watch a VR, everything's all closed. But with the 3D, that was so much fun watching. Even Jaws I saw in the movies when it came out in 3D. I'm trying to think of what else. There's some other. I don't know, but I remember those are the ones that stuck to my head.
Because the end of Freddy's Dead was 3D.
That one I didn't see.
That. My parents actually took me to see that.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, no, I used to go with my friends when I was younger to the movies to see it, because my parents didn't want to watch that. So I get my allowance and I would hit the theater and watch it.
Trust me, I was confused why my parents wanted to take me to that, because I was like, why y'all want to watch this?
Yeah.
I didn't sit with them though. I remember that.
Yeah, but I had a lot of fun though, and I still do. That's why, like, I'll hit you up. You told me a movie that's real scary to watch, and I still haven't watched it because I can't remember what it was. Because I asked to recommend a new or recently or scariest movie to watch.
Oh, earlier The Changeling?
No, was it The Changeling?
Is that
no. One time I asked you like in DMs and
oh, I'm sorry.
I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember either. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but there's always, like, I'm always searching for like new horror movies to watch. Sometimes I'll start watching. I said, nah, this is kind of slow. But there was one, I don't know if it's considered a horror movie, but No Vacancy.
Oh, I love that.
That made me jump because I had all the lights off watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like jumping and jumping and jumping. I was like,
no, that's a good one.
That was good. And I don't know, there's just so many.
There's tons. I like a lot of the 80s cheesy slasher movies.
Yes.
Those are my fun. Those are so much fun.
Want to hear something funny? When I went to the movies and I saw Sleepaway Camp when it came out, I had a crush on the girl. And then it broke my heart at the end, because you know how it ended.
Right.
He was a boy. I'm like, I was mad. I left the theaters mad. And I think my friends, they were laughing at me. I said, yo, that's not funny, man. I thought it was a girl.
Melissa?
Huh?
Have you met Melissa?
No, I haven't. I'm trying to get her on the show.
Oh my God, you need to have her on the show. She is so much fun.
Yeah, so if you got any connections, just send her my way so I can get her on the show. Yeah, because
I kind of do.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Yeah, because I'm like, I still can't get. Then I was talking to this other guy that I work with, and he said he's heard of the movie. I said, you have to watch it. I said, when I know when you watch it, because when you watch it, he's gonna come and tell me. He's gonna tell me, man, that was messed up, man. That was messed up.
I know.
But I tell you,
part 2 is good.
You know what? I think I did, but she was older though, right? In this one,
and it was a different actress in part 2.
Didn't she come out in another one, in another Sleepaway Camp? Did she
there's the one that's in 2. She's also in part 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got to check them out because it's been so long. But the one I remember the most is the first one.
The first one, yeah, with Felicity. Yes, of course.
the plot to that movie was insane.
Yeah,
and all the stuff they did to her, and then she got them all back. It's like
I
also, it's also like I spit on your grave. That was another crazy one.
Oof, yeah.
That was another. There's just so many. But listen, I want to thank you for being on the show, for coming on and talking about your store, all the horror movie stuff. So if you want to let everybody know again how they can get merchandise from your store, feel free to promote right now.
Yep, you can purchase anything at nightmaretoys.com, and we do ship internationally. Any orders $50 or more, you get free shipping. And you can find us on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. And make sure to watch the Nightmare podcast every Friday. We air it on our YouTube.
I started watching episode 40. They were talking about the I didn't get to finish it. The 4, it's with an F it starts. It was
Fortress.
Yes. I started watching that one like kind of before the show. I said, oh, I should have watched it earlier. But I subscribed to the channel, so
good, thanks.
So I can start checking that out. So
Yeah,
guys,
check
check it
out
out.
that movie too.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So good.
I'm gonna. Oh my god, put this on my list. I'm gonna have to make a separate list with just horror movies.
Right.
Well, hey, I want to thank you again for being on the show. If you need to promote anything, send it my way. I got you.
All right.
And thank you again, guys. Make sure you follow her. You won't regret it. She's got cool merchandise.
Yeah.
I like this shirt.
Yep.
This shirt. And matter of fact, I wore this I did an 80s night. This is what I wore.
Oh, good.
For 80s night. So I was representing Nightmare Toys that day.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good night. I know it's like 7:30 out your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go chill.
All right, and I got to finish the show. Thank you again. If you need anything from Triple Threat, we are here. All right. You know how to reach me. Thank you. We're gonna keep going with some more music. Give it up for KRISTY Adams.
Spanish all over the building. There is a rose in Spanish.
Maybe I shouldn't say so much. It gets me into trouble because I can't trust my mouth. I said too much. I'm living without you. I know you know I regret the things that I say when I'm upset. So many things that I forget. She's got to run me like an elephant. And I take back every word I said in anger. Those words are a danger. Turn lovers to strangers. I just can't take it any longer. We should be getting stronger. We just keep getting wronger. Yeah. Why can't I say I love you?
You guys who are watching on YouTube, if you got a request, throw it up on the chat. I got you.
Say the things that you say, you love my women. When I could just say I love you instead. Ooh. Why can I say I love you? Yeah, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have done so much to make you lose faith in me. Baby, please, don't make me get on my knees. This is embarrassing, but I'll keep on begging until you're done. What I've kind of seen just isn't fun. Don't walk away, you're the only one. I wanna live without you. And I take back every word I said in anger. Those words are a danger. Turn lovers to strangers. Those words you said in anger. We shouldn't become strangers. This is our danger. Why can I say I love
Big shout out to my boy Dancing Dad, who is tuned in. Dance it up, brother.
And why don't I say the things that you say? You love my women. When I can just say I love you instead. Why can I say I love you as easily as I forget to? And why?
Put the needle on the record, put the needle on the record, when the drum beats go like this. Like this.
This was chosen by Huevo Frito, TKA Scars of Love. You guys are tuned in to Wonderrican Fridays here on Triple Threat FM Radio.
I've seen my whole world come tumbling down without a reason why. I've seen lovers walking hand in hand, and our crowds they pass by. I took my life one step at a time. Girl, I take it slow, and I need you to be by my side. 'Cause I love you so. And sweet memory of those scars of love, scars of love.
We got Judy Torres coming up next. Keep it locked.
Scars of love, scars of love. Those deadly scars of love. People tell me that I'm going mad, but I don't listen to what they say.
Big shout out to my girl, Jeanette, out in Brooklyn, DT Regan's BFF.
'Cause I love you more every day. Hug me, squeeze me all through the night. Girl, you're all I need. Love, attention, all kind of affection. How long we need to succeed. Now we gotta get the scars of love, scars of love. Like heavy chains upon my heart. Scars of love, scars of love. Those daily scars of love. People always talk about the bad things that you've done, but I can't leave you, girl, 'cause you are the one. I love you when you love me, and that's all that really matters. So I'm a sort of emotions always being scattered. Time and time again, I talk to all my friends. They're saying that our love affair is about to end, but I can live without you, girl. You know that this is true. For the separation that I love you. Scars of love, scars of love. Tear me apart. Scars of love, scars of love. Like heavy chains upon my heart. Scars of love. Those deadly 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 scars of love. Maybe you'll find somebody new. So now I tell you this, that when you're gone, you'll be the one I love. When you're gone, you'll be the one I miss. But for now, girl, you are by my side. And I hope and pray. Hope is there that you will always be. Hope is there you'll stay. Well, the answer's shining on my scars of love. Scars of love. Determined to take me along. Scars of love. Scars of love.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is
TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's DJ Wonderrican.
there's no reason for you to cry. My love, I'll always be around. So dry your tears, my love. I'm here now, always, forever. Happiness between you and me will last forever. Just you wait and see. I will prove to you, sweetheart, the things I say come straight from the heart. Always lead the way. I promise that I will always stay. I grant you a wish that will come true. 'Cause darling, it was meant for you. There's no reason for you to cry, my love, 'cause I'll always be around. So dry your tears, my love, I'm here, always standing by your side. No, there's no reason for you to cry, my love, 'cause I'll always be around. So dry your tears, my love, I'm here, always standing by your
If you guys missed the interview, you can rewatch it here on YouTube, and it's going to be on Spotify as well. That's because we dope, son. Let's get it. Come on.
You showed me the things that I never knew. You showed me how to love like you. So there's no reason for you to cry, my love, 'cause I'll always be around. So dry your tears, my love, I'm here, always standing by your side. Oh, there's no reason for you to cry, my love, 'cause I'll always be around. So dry your tears, my love, I'm here, always standing by your
Playing only the best music in the world. This is
TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
Here's a request from Nuyorican. Desire forever amor. Let's get it. Come on. Send me those requests. I got you guys. It is Freestyle Friday, Wonderrican Friday. It's your boy DJ Wonderrican. Big shout out to Nuyorican, Huevo Frito, Dancing Dad, J Forever, tuning in.
Hey girl, don't let this love just slip away. The feelings that I feel for you will always stay this way. You turn my world around and baby, love is what you find. Only you and I will hold the hands of time. I just can't mind the words what I'm about to say to you. My heart will flow with ecstasy for something that is true. Turn your back away, I'll look straight into your eyes and let you know how much I love you. This love will never die. Forevermore. Ooh, baby, tonight's the night I want you for myself. Forevermore. Ooh, baby, tonight's the night I want you for myself. Forevermore.
Together we will be. Boy, I'm crying for your love.
Forevermore.
For all eternity.
Just want to let you know how much I love you in every special way. And I want to tell you, girl, how much you mean to me, more than any way.
This love is right for me, but can't just see it in my eyes. You captivated me with charm, with you I'm hypnotized. My heart belongs to you, and only you hold the key to our paradise, forever you and me. Let's take our time for what we have, and baby you will know. The special love I feel for you will never let you go.
Never let you go. Forevermore. Ooh, baby, tonight's the night I want you for myself. Forevermore. Ooh, baby, tonight's the night I want you for myself. Forevermore.
Together we will be. Boy, I'm crying for your love.
Forevermore.
For all eternity.
You are listening to the hottest DJ
Your brighter day is on the way tomorrow. Stay a path that love will lead you all the way. Just keep on pushing, don't you stop believing. Just love today is your day. Everything's gonna be alright, alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright, alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Yeah, that was Gato. Everything's gonna be all right, guys. You are hanging out with me here on Friday night, Wonderrican Fridays here on Triple Threat FM Radio. We got a couple requests coming up. We got Tear Shed by MKG and Giggles Love Letter. So let's get it popping. This was requested by New Rican, that crazy girl who's always arguing with Titi Rican. Those, I guess she told me to tell you that make an appointment with Titi Rican at Kuka's hair salon and she'll hook you up. Whatever that means. You're on your own.
Tears I shed were not because of you.
only the best music in the world. This is
TripleThreatFMRadio.com. Hey guys, this is Giggles, and you're listening to DJ Wonderrican. Don't go anywhere.
I'm writing this letter to let you know this love of ours just can't go. I never knew how happy I'd be till you show me how love can be. This letter that I write you is to let you know it's how I feel and what we share is for real. This letter I write to you, love letter, love letter, love letter, love letter, love letter. When we're together and all alone, the meaning of love really shows. Never a tear falls from my eyes, because with you my tear is dry. So I write this letter for the world to know and see how true love can be. This letter I write to you, love letter, love letter, love letter, love letter, love letter. I'm writing this letter to let you know this love of ours just can't go. I never knew how happy I'd be till you showed me how love can be. This letter that I write you is to let you know it's how I feel and what we share is for real. This letter I write to you, love letter, love letter, love letter. I was lost and in the dark, then you came and lit a spark. Now my days are full of light, and it seems like paradise. I was lost and in the dark, then you came and lit a spark. Now my days are full of light, and it seems like paradise. So I write this letter for the world to know and see how true love can be.
That was Giggles Love Letter here on Triple Threat FM Radio. Guys, we are at the end of the show. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I got one more for you guys before we go, but I want to give a shout out to Nuyorican, Huevo Frito, Dancing Dad, Jeanette for hanging out with me. Big shout out to ANIRIA TURNEY, comedian, funny. Make sure you are following her. KRISTY Adams from Nightmare Toys. Make sure you're following her and check out her store. She got some real cool stuff. If you're not into scary movies, something's wrong with you. Yes, I'm telling you, something wrong with you. You don't like scary movies, because you know what? It's like watching a novela, but with killings and slashing. You know what I'm saying? So I know you guys on YouTube that are watching. I know you guys watch novelas. Like I think Dancing Dead watches novelas, and so does Huevo Frito, because they make them watch it. Just saying it. I'm not saying if it's true, but it is. It is not. But yo, guys, don't forget to check me out Monday, 6 to 8, Latin Mondays. You already know what time it is. I'm gonna have Ella and Chance on the show. I got a bunch of stars lined up, and I can't even keep up. I'm telling you, but it's gonna be dope. Make sure you tune in every Monday. And if you missed the show, it's gonna be on Spotify. You already know what time it is. See, even Dancing Dad, you know, he likes watching novelas. Dos Mujeres, Un Camino. You guys remember that one? I know he used to watch the Menudo one, Una Aventura Llamada Menudo. I know he used to watch that because he looks like he watches Menudo stuff. I'm just stereotyping, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes. But hey, guys, have a great weekend. And if you're in the East Coast, like in New York, it is hot. It is hot. I can't even explain it. Like I was saying from the beginning of the show, it's been hot. I mean, I can't even explain it. It's just hot, like volcano hot, something like that. But we're gonna end it with some Lydia Lee love. Don't take your love from me. Thanks for tuning in. Keep it locked. Tell your friends to download that app, Triple Threat FM radio app. You can tune us anywhere and everywhere you go. All right. Peace out, y'all. Be good.
You touch the love so deep inside. That's all I wanna tell you. Now that I found you, don't take your love from me.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's DJ Wonderrican.
There's something new
dancing, keep on dancing, keep on dancing, keep on dancing, keep on dancing. Right, let's go dance.